I let an AI design my 3D ship, from concept all the way to modeling, and the result is insane. And on top of that, I'm gonna show you how I turned that model into a full 3D animation, start to finish. So sit back, relax, and let me walk you through how you can do the exact same thing at home and use this tech to make literally anything you want in 3D. And the crazy part, it takes just a few seconds. But before starting, if you want to learn 3D with me for free, click on the link in the description. Alright, let's go! Step 1. We hop on Midjourney and generate our concept. For that, I type in the prompt a modern spaceship with wings from a distant future, 200 meters long sci-fi. And you can hear my beautiful French accent in English here.
Wow.
And boom, it gives me this image. This is where the magic kicks in. I took the image, downloaded it, and now the trick is, how do we turn this image into a 3D model? Ideally, without lifting a finger. That's where this super interesting AI called Tripo comes in. This is Tripo's website. Now, there's one thing that always annoys me with AI tools, is that they're almost always on some down website. Look, come on man, I just want to work inside my 3D software. I don't want to bounce around through a bunch of web platforms to make my models. But here is what's cool, Tripo has a developer mode, and in that mode, they actually show you a list of API calls you can hit directly with URLs. If that sounds a little technical, don't worry, it's super simple. You just pass the URL into your browser and boom, it runs a command, like generating the model. Even better, you can call those URLs from code. And so I was like, alright, this is a perfect chance to make a Blender add-on that let me generate this model right inside Blender from the image I loaded. So that's what I did. You can see it here. On the left, I've got the Midjourney image in the image editor, and on the right, that's my Tripo add-on. All I do is hit generate, and bam, I've got the 3D model in my scene, perfectly lined up with the Midjourney image. What's cool too, is that even comes with textures. So in just a few seconds, no joke here, I got the 3D model from my concept image. But obviously, since the spaceship's gonna be up close and animated in my project, this model alone isn't gonna cut it. Still, it's an awesome starting point. Next step is the cleanup, the part where we make the spaceship deformable and animatable. So first thing I do is remix over the top. Basically, I sweep the AI model as a base and start laying down panels on the top. These panels are gonna be my real model for animation. Why? Because the auto-generated one is a bit blobby. It's like a big metal lump, and for something like mechanical modeling with distinct parts, that just doesn't work. So I start building new parts right over it. Goes pretty quick actually. It's just a few panels, I offset them a bit, and honestly, I'm not even inventing anything. That's the beauty of it. I saved a ton of time on design and proportion just by tracing in 3D. So yeah, modeling the spaceship goes super fast, 2 shakes of the lamp's tail and it's done. I also add wings because I wanted them to fold in when the ship lands. You'll see that in the animation part. And I toss in a platform too, since people are supposed to walk out of the ship, it's gonna have a landing ramp. Now that the ship's modeled, it's time to rig it so it can move, and that's a whole different beast. Unfortunately, AI doesn't rig stuff for us now. So what I do is rig the main body first, and then I go piece by piece the wings, the landing platform, the legs that touch the ground, and finally, the thrusters. Once the rig is done, we can animate, and this is the fun part. I animate the ship right in my camera angles to get the best cinematic shots. I animate the thrusters, the wings, make it land exactly how I want. Honestly, once I've done the rig, animating is just pretty pure joy. After that, it's time for shading. That's where I set the colors, give it that metallic look, add lights and all of that. And here is the secret to good shading on a model like this, especially in the dark environment like the one I'm using. It's all about the lights. So I throw in a bunch of little lights all over the ship to make it feel alive. Because let's be real here, ships, planes, whatever, they are not just bare metal. They are covered in light, they look alive. Same here, I add a bunch of glowing lights, metallic shaders, all procedural to save time. And bam, now my ship looks alive and it's ready to render. For the render, I just place my cameras, add some smoke, throw in some nice lighting and aim for that trippy, greenish alien vibe, because this is all happening in a hostile alien planet. And just like that, boom, my ship's landing on that planet. This whole thing is part of a bigger project, by the way. I took part in the Punichurch challenge called Cam's Code, and I made an entire short film. So, if you wanna see it where this ship shows up, click the link at the top right. Otherwise, I leave you with the landing sequence of the spaceship that we did together. Alright. First of all, congrats for reaching this point. Trust me, you're part of the minority. Now, would you like to go further than a simple tutorial? Having a real course that explains you the basics that are behind a video like this one. Yeah? Okay, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna click on the first link in the description to receive an entire 6-day course where I explain you how you can create your first movie entirely in Blender. We'll realize together this epic gladiator fight between the evil cube and the dark pyramid. And all of this for free. Yeah, you heard me well, this is totally free, there is no bullshit, and you will be able to apply all the skills you learn in your personal projects. So, let's see you there.